Hey guys, Tim Wilson UK here and welcome back to the golf club and this week's tournament on the Challenge Circuit A Pro Tour, which is the Stormin Norman's Desert Challenge, and it's being held at the club at Saguaro Lake. So let's dive straight into round number 2. I managed to shoot what I thought was a fairly respectable 8 under par in the first round. Now, having had a look at the leaderboard in Challenge Circuit A, the leader is currently on 16 under par, so that is an absolute blinding score, and I think it is probably the exception rather than the rule, because I think the next best score is 12 under par. In Challenge Circuit Pro B and C, the best score in those is 10 under par, so I thought that 8 under par was pretty good. After the first round, I'm laying at the moment around about 15th, which is around about halfway. So not great, but I think it is a little bit of a distorted view after round number 1. I think that I'm going to try and score well again today. I mean, I try and score well every day. I also want to try, before I start off here, by adding in my ghost ball. Well, the ghost ball of Smirnoff, but it depends on whether I can find him. No, these are all the same ones again. It's bizarre that I can't actually find a ghost ball. He's there, Smirnoff. But it's not showing that he's played this round. Oh well, nevertheless. Just to give you guys a little bit of information as to how I play and how I record. I actually broadcast on Twitch. And that was literally down to an issue I had recently with the copyright on a video that had absolutely no foundation whatsoever, where I got a copyright strike from YouTube, and they banned me from broadcasting live and all sorts of malarkey. So I decided to record on Twitch, and it was actually a lot easier to do as well, because it enabled me to record on Twitch and then export it to YouTube, and I was able to manipulate it and modify it, and it actually works a lot better, and I'm pleased with the way that it's working. So if I do say leave a like, subscribe, leave some comments or some feedback in the comments box, it's purely because of the fact that I'm catering for the YouTube audience as well as Twitch. So don't be a hater if I actually say leave a like, because obviously on Twitch you can't do that, but on YouTube you most definitely can. So let's play into this green. Now I'm going to stop jabbering and concentrate on the round, because I do want to try and get 100% on all of my shots and try and make some headway in this round. That was pretty good. Let's put it on the left edge. Now still playing fast, and I birdied the first hole. I think I birdied the first yesterday. I can't really remember. Let's see if Smirnoff's played this round. No, he hasn't. So that's okay. It's doesn't give me anything to aim at, but I'm not going to grumble too much about it. So we've got 167, 165, little bit of wind, not a lot to speak of. Let's go straight at the flag. I've hit 99% there. It may or may not work in my favour. In this case, that 1% would have made all the difference. So I need to make sure I get up and down from here. 70 to 90%, so it's not quite plugged. Just want to make sure I get this out. Get it up near the flag. That's okay. So it's not a green in regulation, but it's in for a par and it's not a drop shot, so that's pretty cool. Looks like we're playing at dusk today because the shadows are really long on the course. Let's play over this way. Let's see if we can... yeah, we can take on this bunker. Held that a little longer and it's gone nicely. That is 100%. It's bang in the middle of the fairway. It's a fairly long par 4, this one, 468 yards, so it's edging up towards that 500 yard mark. 174 plus 5, 179, so that club is definitely the right club. Let's take a little off of it. Ball slightly below my feet. Got a nice 100% strike there. It wasn't that much below my feet because it didn't move back to the right at all. Is that going to leave me with a downhill putt? Let's see. No, it's a left to righter, quite a long left to righter. I don't want to be too far past the hole because it does drop away quite significantly just beyond the hole. The greens are fast. Oh, just missed the left edge. Not by a long way. That's in for another par. Hole number 3 done. If I remember correctly, we go about 8 holes before we actually see a par 5. I think it was the 9th that was par 5. This is a short par 4. And I'm definitely not going to make the same mistake I did on that 200 yard par 4 today as I did yesterday, and that was just taking it for granted that I was actually going to get a birdie on that hole. It was just so... It was almost quite arrogant, to be fair, and I do apologise if anybody had that same feeling. It was terribly arrogant of me thinking that I was going to get on the green in 1 and get it straight in the hole. I didn't get it on the green in 1, and I also did not get the birdie. I ended up with a 3-putt par, so it was pretty poor, to be honest with you. But we managed to get that one in, so that's 2 under par through 4, so going along nicely at the moment. Hole number 6 was where I dropped a shot yesterday, so I want to try and avoid that. Got a long par 3 now, 201 yards, 198, 195. I think this club will probably get there. There is some wind, but I'm hoping 4 mile an hour is not going to have too much of an impact. I did push that ever so slightly. It's going to be on the putting surface. We could do with a little roll. That's okay. That's going to be within 5 or 6 feet. Got a bit of movement from the right, 7 feet. And I've underhit that. I should have given it a bit more oomph. I didn't give it enough to get there, and therefore the break took effect a lot quicker. And I didn't manage to get the birdie. It's a par nonetheless. And then this is now my... I'm going to call it my nemesis hole, but it wasn't really a nemesis. I just didn't manage to do very well on it yesterday. Let's see if we can change all that today. Nice 100% drive. Should be in the middle of the fairway. There we go. So we've got about 110, well, no, 94. So I was looking at the scorecard at the top, the yardage at the top. So we got 94 plus 3, so that's 97. Let's add a little onto that, not a lot. Get 100%. Hope that wind brings it in ever so slightly. It's going to be a bit big. Coming back, that's okay, that's okay. It's going to be about 5 or 6 feet. It's 8 feet. It's downhill. And it's also missed. And this is what I did yesterday. I missed it and it went miles past the hole. See, that's still going. And this is where I dropped a shot yesterday. You would have thought I'd have learnt from yesterday. Luckily enough, I managed to scrape a par. I thought I was going to miss that and end up with another bogey. It emphasises how good that 16 under par is, because this is not an easy course. I defy anybody to tell you this is an easy course. It's not an easy course. Albeit some of the holes are really short, it is by no means an easy course at all. I mean, you've got these shots in here 130 odd yards, but if you don't put them right next to the flag, you really do struggle. And this is, I think I came back off the green here yesterday, so we got 132, and that is definitely the club here. The wind is slightly behind, so it's actually 137. I'm going to add a little more onto this because I don't want to be short. I've got 100%. I want the wind to blow that forward and to the right. It's going to be too long, but it shouldn't go too far past the flag. The only problem with this is I've got a feeling this is going to be a downhill putt. Yeah, it is not even... Downhill is not the word. Half a foot downhill. Just going to get this rolling in the vicinity of the hole. I need it to slow down now. See, that's the problem. I only putted that as if it was 10 feet. 6 feet to the hole now. And I've missed it. Okay, so and this emphasizes my point. These holes are not long, but if you don't get them remotely close, there's just so much movement on the green that it just bites you. It really does. Let's see if we can take on some more of this today. I mean, I don't for 1 minute think we're going to get anywhere near the green. We're not. But let's see if we can take on some more of this fairway. I think we can get into that section there and not run out of fairway. Let's see. I mean, I'm probably taking on more than I should here. Yeah, that's going to run right through. But luckily enough, it's close enough to the green for it to not be too much of an issue. I've got 89 yards, but it's in the rough, so I'm going to play this at the 95 yards it is. It's okay, it's a little long. Let's hope it's not downhill. It is downhill. I'm just going to get this running, I think. Because I've learnt my lesson already. I mean, look at that. I just tapped that and that went 12 feet. Just tapped it. And that's in for a par. Right, so 1 under through 8. Not getting it going just yet. And the wind would have to pick up as we hit the par 5 and be the opposite direction to what we want it to be. That is typical. 97%, but not too much of an issue because I don't think I'm going to be getting there for 2 with that wind. 261, it's not going to be a million miles off. But it is going to be short. That's going to leave me about 15 yards, 14 yards. Oh my goodness, I've left that way short. Oh, didn't think that was going to get there for a minute. So 2 under par through 9, not a great scorecard to be honest with you. 3 birdies, 1 bogey and 5. Huh? Yeah, 3 birdies, 1 bogey and 5 pars. Alright, we start off with a fairly short par 3 on the back 9. But it's 141, 140, it's 144, but it's into the wind, so we need to take some off of that. It's 100%, the wind's just picked up a little as well. luckily enough that got a hell of a bounce. But I had a feeling it was going to leave me a stinker of a putt. And I just wanted to get that one rolling, and that's probably about, I mean, that still came out underneath the hole, but I just wanted to get it within a couple of feet or a foot just to make it manageable. Right, let's see, 10 mile an hour, we've got another par 5 here. Let's make sure we get this in the fairway. That looks good. Nice 100% strike. Couldn't be an awful lot better positioned than that. Alright, now that is not quite going to be reachable. So I am going to play smart here. Let the wind push it over to the right, which it's doing. Yeah, that would not have carried that bunker, I don't think. That's okay, that's pretty much pin high, I think. And that is... okay, that should be about spot on. Don't spin back too much. Right edge, 4 feet, bang. Alright, birdie. I think if I managed to get 4 rounds of 8 under par for every round, I'd be pretty pleased. I mean, I have to be honest with you, I think I'd be pretty pleased with that, because they are, I mean, that's decent rounds. Right, this is going to be quite a difficult one to judge, because we want to get this not in the bunker, but not in the trees. I need that to move a little more than it currently is. Is that going to be... yes, that's nicely in the fairway. Alright, it's quite a difficult one. We've got 11 mile an hour into our face. It's 80 yards. The wind's picking up all the time. I mean, this could end up anywhere. I've no idea. It's on. It's on. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. That still went 85 yards. So 10 yards was the change there. "19 feet. Just getting this running. Okay, another one. It's a lag putt up to the hole, and then a tap in. That's all I'm trying at the moment. Running out of holes though, so I do need to make some birdies where I can. So this is the par 5. Sorry, par 4. It's too... where do we go? This is why this is so difficult to work out. Got 100% power. I'm hoping it's going to end up in the fairway. Not quite, it's just in the first cut. That's okay, let's flop it out of there. We've got 20 yards into the wind, out of the rough. That didn't come back at all, but I didn't expect an awful lot of spin there. Okay, it's in. 4 under. 5 holes to play. 116 plus 7, 118 yards. That's pretty much bang on the money. We got a lot of wind on this one today. 100%. I need the wind to do its work now. That's pretty much spot on. Couldn't have got it a lot closer than that. That's okay. That's within a couple of feet, 4 feet. Let's put it just on the left edge. Get it moving. No! Oh man, and look at it run now! You're joking. You're joking. So I got it within 4 feet and now it's running off the green. Are you absolutely having a laugh? So now that's gone from a kicking birdie to potentially a bogey. Nothing potentially about it. That's a bogey, and that is absolutely bloody ridiculous how you can miss from 4 feet. I'm so annoyed with myself for that. Oh man, back to 3 under par, running out of holes really quickly here, so I am going to end up with a fairly mediocre score if I don't pull something out of the bag fairly smartish. That 98% was pure frustration, not getting it to 100%. We've still got 200 odd yards to the flag here. 195, 192, 188. Massive wind. Look at this wind, man. This is crazy again. How do we end up with this wind? Every tournament we end up with stupid winds on these courses. And that's way long. Absolutely ridiculous. 24 yards. Oh my god, this is going from bad to worse this round. Three holes left, and to be fair, I just want to get through this round now because I am pissed. I am completely pissed off with this round now. Firstly, the stupid winds, the 14, 15 mile an hour winds that would never exist in these kind of places. I mean, the course is hard enough as it is without putting those stupid bloody winds in there. Two holes left. Five, 245, 245. Closer to the green than I was yesterday. This is going to be hugely downhill. And I got a 3-putt par there yesterday. I managed to pick up a birdie today. 1 hole to go. I'm hoping it's going to be a par 5. I can't remember. It's a par 4 and it's a long par 4. So I need to make sure I get this drive a long way. But it is downhill and I have got the wind behind me, so let's see where this ends up. That's a good drive. It's going to stop just before the first cut. Now we've got an 11-mile-an-hour wind behind. Luckily enough, the pin's right in the back. Ball's below my feet, but the wind should bring that back. 162, 159, 158, but we've got this wind, so you know what, I'm going to drop this all the way down. I'm going to let the wind do some of the work here. That worked out pretty well considering. No, I pushed it. Line's not straight on the putt. Disappointing round of 5 under par. Really, really disappointed in myself there. 2 bogeys in the round. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, remember to hit that like button. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them. Look at that, 15 under par. Really? A round of 55? Mate, you need to get a job. Unbelievable. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you'd like to, please do so. And if you'd like to leave any comments or suggestions in the box below, then also feel free to do so. I will see you back here for round number 3. I'm hoping I'm going to do better in round number 3. And I hope you join me for round number 3. But until then, guys, take care. See you soon. Bye now.